Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome back to Satisfactory for, well, what could be the last time? I don't know exactly, because once we drop the last item in for Phase 5, I don't know what's going to happen after that, if indeed anything, because, well, the short version, I don't know. The second version is the game sets some stuff up, but I don't know if we're going to get a resolution on it. I really don't know what to expect. So, essentially, we need 200 of the ballistic warp drives. And we've already got 60, which means we need 140, which means 2 hours, because it's one every minute, that's 2 hours and 20 minutes. And we've got, let's see, it's 3:15, give or take. So we've got about 165 minutes. So that should be enough. Yeah, so essentially this was just a case of me killing time. I know, you're shocked. But what I was doing is, if you remember, I was running around and marking all the shit on the map. Because why not? So, the big question would be, of course, so you, this kind of goes along here-ish. So we'd really want one about where this is, wouldn't we? Roughly in the middle of that lake should do it. The question is, how the hell are we going to get over there? And I don't mean necessarily in terms of physically getting over there. How are we going to build stuff over to there? Alright, so yes. But we had a decent little thing before this. For reference, prior to streaming this, we were just watching the Nintendo Direct, which was interesting. I won't go into too many details. Me and Zero already went through all of that, but should be uploading that one to YouTube. I'm hoping for tomorrow, because my plan is, when I'm done with this, I'm going to edit it this evening, render it tonight, and upload it tomorrow. Efficient, theoretically, and that's my plan anyway. But we'll see, we'll see. Whoa, it has gotten foggy. Why has it gotten so foggy? Okay, so we've got you there, which I think is... Aren't you, like, underneath the thing? Yeah, you're underneath the thing. So you're not going to really help, are you? There's you over there. Maybe I should have been carting that across. Will it go according to plan? I don't know. Have any of my plans ever gone according to plan? I mean, it happens occasionally. I have been known for it. It's whether or not it will. That's the thing I don't know. Who knows? Actually, my big question is whether or not I'll be able to upload it without getting a copyright strike. Which, you know what? I will say, I uploaded the last one, and I was shocked I didn't get a strike for that one. I figured I would, but I didn't. I was genuinely stunned. Okay, come on you. I know I can zip you off to the side in this sort of a direction. going in this sort of a direction, don't we? I occasionally have plans. Just because you don't know about the plan doesn't mean there isn't a plan. Don't have to tell you everything. So I think we build it about there. Build our radar tower. Yeah, you'll do. Slap that down there. It's working. It's working well enough. Alright, so that explores all of that. Oh, technically speaking, there's a teensy little bit at the top that's not getting marked. Is there likely to be a problem with that? I don't know. Just trying to work out... Oh yeah, we're fine on that. We could definitely move you north a little bit. I don't know how much north, but a little bit. That'll do it. That's more like it. Alright, so that's fine. So where... I really... Oh, I can do it like that. I wish I'd thought of that before. Why did I never notice that I could do that? That would have been really nice to know, like, ages ago. So now I need one that's about here-ish. One of these days, I'll actually notice things. Still, actually, how are we getting on? 68. Fine. We're going to be waiting a while for that. It's literally 1 a minute, so, you know. Why is it so foggy around here? Right, where am I going again? Looks like we have to go up. Dig up, stupid. What was a mushroom? I thought, what's that bright blue thing? Oh, yeah, mushroom. Wire is too long? Oh, there you're not. Alright, where are we looking? Literally about here, actually. Okay, so what we need to do is just make sure that... I need to be south. It needs to be a little closer to... over in this sort of a direction. Bit more. I'll work it out. I'm going to do this mostly because I've got bugger all else to do today. But that's fine. Nice. Alright, well that fills in the blank. Don't exactly need it up too far north, do we? So we go sort of north of where we are. Should be alright for the next one. Where's the big thing? How does one dig up? Very carefully. Nailed it. Now, where the hell are we going? Oh, this is a lovely area. It's very pretty, very tropical. Oh yeah, that's right. They turn up the saturation in this area as well, don't they? It's roughly that size. What we want to do is we kind of want to aim here-ish. So we'll keep moving forward with a little bit off to the side. Here we go. Ow, 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 ow. Do you bloody mind? I guess not. Good, good. And I think... Can I get away with that in one? Probably not. I think I'd probably need two. Which is kind of irritating, actually. That's a lot of resources. That's a lot of resources. All that stuff I never used. The entire north of the map untouched by my base. Still, is what it is, I guess. Okay, so the next one's going to need to go there to there. Hang on, if we do that... Yeah, it's going to have to go like right slap bang in the middle of this black area up here. Which I think is right on top of a bloody mountain, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, I'm thinking, let's not drag the power from this side. Let's drag it from the desert side. Doesn't mean going all the way around, of course. But somehow, I think I can manage that. Oh, it's up to 77. We're almost halfway there. I'm thinking, maybe I'll go and put some Summers loops in that, just to speed things up a teensy bit. But we'll finish this little project first, because why the hell not? See, we're not even close to where I need to go. Slap bang in the middle of this area. I think. Ooh, is that a Mercer sphere up ahead? Me thinks that it might be. Should we grab it real quick? Ow, ow, ow. Then again, maybe not. Ooh, definitely not. Hey, it works for me. I do wonder what the conclusion between the whole aliens chatting with Ada is going to be. Because... Uh-oh. Is there another one? As I've said before, I'm not 100% sure if I entirely trust Ada. Her passive aggressiveness is mean. Nice. So yeah, this is sort of roughly where we need to be. Because looking at... you know what, I'm glad I worked this out, because otherwise this would have been really bloody annoying. to be a bit south, maybe? No, I think around here would be okay. Think she sounds motivational? I mean, I guess, for a measure of motivational. Hi, Slug. Okay, so is that enough? Should be enough to power it. Was it? Oh no, it was just slightly off. There's a tiny little weeny little gap right there. Right there. Okay, so you're gonna have to go, I guess, down to here-ish. That's fine. We've got it wired up at least, so we can just move a few things around. It was close, but it was not quite enough. Okay, so we got you. Yeah, we want to put it like underneath that kind of overhang bit over there. Just hoping I don't get too bloody irradiated. We want it about here-ish. it, please. Thank you. Alright. So that should now, hopefully, fill in the... I mean, kinda does. It's sort of... it's a little on the close side. Could move you. I could definitely move you. Well, maybe we'll do that later. For now, though, we need to go up. We go north. Oh, these really can go some distance, can't they? Ooh, careful. Watch the button pushes there. Hello, that's the problem. I think anywhere up here should be fine. Nice. And that is that. That's it. That's the map mapped. Cool. That's yeah, that's more or less it. With one little exception of this one, which I've got to move ever so slightly. That's the map mapped. Cool. I didn't do it for any particular reason. It's not like there's an achievement for it or anything. It's just I wanted to do it. Been wanting to do it for absolutely ages because I thought it would be cool. Hello. Whoop. Why are there those bloody things everywhere? They're all over the shop. Oh, hi guys. Bye guys. you want to go a little more that way. Oh, in fact, I think I see the tower right there. That is quite a distance, but you know what? I think I can make it. Seems I've been over there once before. I will say, the thing about this world map is it's almost like ridiculously large. Like, it's almost too big, except it's really not. Because it's like, it's too big if all you want to do is do the basics, kind of like what I've done. But if you really want to go nuts and like mega expand your base, it's probably too bloody small. Like the infinite sort of levels of Factorio would probably be better. I do wonder like what other people have for their maps. Something I might look into. You know, like optimized designs and stuff like that. Because I'm sure there's probably a lot of them. Now, you. Which direction did I want to move you in? A bit northeast-ish. Not a lot, just a bit. So northeast, about that sort of way. Alright, better? Better. Yep, that's everything. I don't think there's any gaps anywhere. I mean, technically speaking, there is a tiny, minuscule, itty-bitty one about here. But seeing as that's literally the void, it doesn't matter. A few minor areas on the edge of the map where I don't think there's anything like resource-wise there, so it doesn't really count. So yep, there you have it, fully mapped. Nice. Okay, time to go slap some Summers loops into that device. Don't know if I'm going to do all 4 or maybe just 2 to speed things up just a little tiny weeny little bit. Or did I already do that? I may actually, did I already do that? I can't even remember now. Maybe I did. They really need some like swim speed up stuff. It's fine, I got it. And it's nice to know that my drone is still doing its job. I'm glad I did experiment with that a little bit, because I didn't bother with drones before. But yeah, I can totally understand how those could be useful. I think the thing is, they do have kind of limited utility. I mean, yes, you can use them to transport more than one thing. But you'd have to use, like, smart stuff for that, which I guess you could. Wouldn't be that hard. But it is more of a thing of they're better used to just transport one thing, I think. Speed things up. Everything else seems to be going okay. Seems to be working. Take it up to 99. Lovely. I thought they all just sort of twitch. It was my little droney. Feels weird, like, not having anything to do, just literally waiting for shit to end at this point. Alright, let's head back to base. Maybe I'll think of something to do. All right. Why is it, whenever it comes to being a day when I really want to send the space elevator up, it's never fucking cloudy? That's so annoying, isn't it? I like watching the clouds disperse as that happens. Never get that chance. Okay, well, it's gone 4. Well, actually, it's about to go 4, I should say. So I'm going to take a break. I love how that just misses the space elevator. Yeah, so I'm going to take a break because I need to go to the toilet and probably a few other things. So how is my fix it token thing going? 2. Yeah, it takes like millions, probably close to 3 millions to be able to get me a token out of that these days. So yeah, that's a lot of tokens. Kind of nuts how much that would actually need. So yeah, I'm going to take a quick break. And, yeah, look at that. We're already at 107. We only need 200. So, shouldn't be too long. We might even get it in the next chunk of the stream. We'll see. We'll see. If it ends up being a short stream, that's fine. Because I already did the hour and a half before this anyway. So, back in a minute, guys. And we're back. Alright. So, we're up to, 129. Very nice. So, yeah, that's like, what? 71 cut in half, that's 35, so basically 40 minutes. I've got to find something to do for 40 minutes. Kind of don't have anything else. It is kind of funny actually, like looking back on some of the really early stuff. Like, this is where it started. And I have rejigged this a few times since. I think I remember, didn't I? Yeah, that's right. I like, massively increased the output of the iron plates because I, like, really fucking needed to. Because I think there was a... I can't remember what I was doing. I needed a lot of iron plates for something. I don't even remember what. It really has got to that thing where, like, so much time has passed since I put some of this shit down that I don't actually quite remember what the fuck I was doing when I did. I remember how annoying steel... Like, it is weird that I thought that this shit was annoying. Now, this is fine. This is perfectly normal. Compared to some of the more advanced shit we ended up doing. Did I double the motors? Yeah. I did wonder where all of my things ended up going to. Because I think I needed some of them quicker for some things when I was doing stuff. And I always thought, oh, I'll take it out later, and then I forgot. Because that happens to me way too much. Why are you building? Because apparently you're not finished. It is funny the things that I thought I was going to do and just never got around to doing in terms of building. Because I never quite built everything, did I? There were some things that I like, which is like, I cannot be bothered to build this. Leaves, wood, yeah. Like the different types of nobelisks. I didn't do all of those. I didn't do all the fuel types. I didn't do all of the rebar types. If we look for ammo. Oh no, that's... Yeah, we never did turbo rifle ammo. Because I couldn't be bothered. To put it shortly. Got all the fuel types. Yeah, the packaged liquid biofuel. I think I never did that one. Because it required an input of solid biofuel. And it's like... There's no way to get a continuous source of that. Because that requires like cutting down trees and stuff like that. So I don't think the liquid biofuel is really that good. It's like I could have built that ages ago. I just never did because I didn't see the point. But, you know, that is what it is. We've got explosive rebar. Yeah, so there was, we got iron rebar. That one I did. Then we have shatter rebar. So that basically turns into like a shotgun. That's K-tier. Because the thing is, you see, I could have built a decent chunk of these, but I didn't, because by the time you unlock these, you've already unlocked the rifle, and frankly, getting the ammo for the rifle is better. Because the standard rifle ammo is more powerful. And then you got the homing rifle ammo, which is more powerful and homes in. Turbo rifle ammo, I could have built. It is more powerful than the rest. But, you know, it's like the homing ability is too good to give up, in my opinion. And you've got all these Nobelisk types. You've got the gas ones. Like, the gas ones relied on biomass, which means you've got to feed it manually. You know, you can't just set that up. Besides, it's of questionable use anyway. You got the pulse ones, which... crystal oscillators are very big to make. I feel like too many recipes need crystal oscillators and they're fucking annoying. You got the cluster ones, which was just explosives. And the bloody black smokeless powder stuff, which was annoying to make as well. I suppose I could have made the cluster ones and then the nuke ones. The nuke one was almost tempting to make, but it needed uranium fuel cells, and I'm like, you know what? Pass. That's one of those things that, like, I could do at another point, but probably never will. So yeah, the things I didn't bother making were whatever, really. I do think I have learnt a few things, and I think if, because, you know, I have explained before, I think one of my biggest problems with this game is just how long it takes. I mean, if we look, 165 hours. That is how long this has been going on for. That is fucking insane how much time I've been playing this one single game. It is hands down the longest stream, like, of a single game I've done. Like, I think the... Oh god, I'd have to look at my list, but I think I got into the 30s with another game, but this one is like well into the 40s at this point, you know? It is very much a thing of... I don't think I've dedicated this much continuous time to a single game. Technically speaking, I have played a game over a similar amount of time, but that was like a Fallout game. And back when I was doing, I think, Fallout New Vegas, it was like 26, I think, sessions. But I was only doing that once a week. Whereas with this one, I've been doing twice a week. So I think in terms of like real time, Fallout was probably longer. But in terms of actual like hours, I mean 165 fucking hours. Now, not all of that has been streaming, of course, because there's been like bits where I've had the game running in the background when I've been like prepping to stream and whatnot. So there's probably at least several hours worth in that timer that isn't counted in actual stream time. Not to mention some of the times I did a few things like off stream, if you remember. It's funny how I set up all these areas all up saying, oh, I'm going to do all the big thing here, and then it just never happened because... What are you eating up right now? What are you making? Oh, you're making crystal oscillator. Oh. I guess I need to build those and things, don't I? See, crystal oscillator, you need way too many of those. You need way too many of those. But yeah, I mean, it is nice that I managed to map out, well, the map. every single inch of it. And as I say, that's a lot of resources. Oh, you can turn that off. I did wonder. That's better. A nice clean compass. Of course, this is still churning away, generating power that I really don't need at this point. I'm quite pleased at how nice this looks. Quite eye-pleasing, I think. Let's see how much I had to rejig it just to get the bloody thing to work. Off here, we've got the place where... Was this there before? I don't remember this. Probably was. You know, I still remember the first time I came up here on one of my early playthroughs, and I thought, oh no, this place is just absolutely deadly, because I happened to come up... I don't even remember exactly where it was, but it was near a bunch of radiation. Like, everywhere I went, there was just, like, pockets of radioactive rock kicking around, and I kept dying, or close to dying. Because, yeah, look, there's, like, radiation all the way around here, and I think there was, like, radiation on a like a platform somewhere. I forget exactly where it was. But I remember thinking, oh god, don't go up to this place, it's just deadly. Memories. But yeah, it was this. I remember this. A lot of radiation near that point. I think I remember building a big platform bit up to here for some reason. I don't remember why. Not back at the time, anyway. It is weird that they kept the voids. I always thought they were going to fill those in with something else, just have you be on an island rather than sort of an island, but also with giant pits into oblivion for some reason. It is funny now how familiar I am with the map as well, considering how big and vast it seemed before, and now I'm just like, yeah, I kind of know where I am, no matter where I go. Which is nice. It's nice that the map isn't so insurmountable you can't always know where you are. Do wonder as well, like, what the future for this game is. I mean, I'm assuming there's going to be, like, updates, and there's going to be other things for the game, you know? Like, we might get... I don't know. I don't know if they'll do DLC, or if they'll just do, like, updates, you know? Like, content updates or whatnot. Or I don't know if it'll be, like, basically the difference between paid DLC and free DLC, I suppose. Because they could. I don't know what their plan is. They've been working on this game for so long, I imagine right now they're probably still trying to decompress. So it'll be interesting to see what we do get in the future. If there is any DLC for this, I don't know if I'd bring it back. Because I have played this for so bloody long. It's going to be weird not playing Satisfactory. Because there have been moments when I'm playing this game where I literally cannot think about playing anything else. And yet there have been moments where I've been playing this game where I'm like, oh god, I don't want to play this right now. There have been times when this game's been a fucking slog. But then it's kind of the nature of what this game is. It is very much like that. So much of this game is about just working out what you need, where you're going to get it, finding an optimal location, setting up so you can run everything nice and smooth and cleanly, then making sure everything's fine and a-okay. Again, I thought this area was going to be much bigger than what it ended up being, because it was not. And I'm still convinced I accidentally miscalculated how much samurai I needed for the other place, but oh well, whatever. We good? I think we're good. So what are we on? Oh, 165. We're so close. Just 45 left, guys. Half of 45 is 22 and a half. So basically 23 minutes. That's it. You know, I had it in my mind this is where we made the supercomputers. You have to leave in 20 minutes, Kane. Oh dear. Sorry? I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that. But the video of this will still be available on Twitch for a couple of weeks. And once, let's see, we got Mario RPG going up on YouTube at the moment. I'm gonna start doing Jedi Survivor after that. Because I finished that a little while back, so I'm gonna start uploading Jedi Survivor. I might do Satisfactory after that to, you know, properly upload and stick it all up on YouTube. So, yeah. So you'll be able to watch the entire goddamn thing, all 160 hours of it. Which is nuts. It's gonna be my longest bloody series. No one is gonna watch the whole fucking thing. But they might. They might. Oh, yes. You're still doing your whole nuclear pasta thing, ain't you? It's kind of nuts that it needed fucking nuclear pasta. So on the bright side, at least we don't have to worry about the fuel problem. And I'm kind of glad batteries worked out quite well on that. Ow. Apparently everything's just getting eaten up. Yep, nothing else to do. I'm literally just killing time now. Exciting, thrilling gameplay action. Okay, we got about 11 minutes. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Come on, we're so close. We're so close. Literally 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. That'll take me up to about 4:45, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Because there might be one other thing to do. It's why I was actually... Because originally I kind of figured, oh, well, you know, I'll start at 3. But I'll probably have the game running for like 20 minutes prior to that. So, you know, it'll take me up to like about... I was thinking 5:15, maybe 5:30 originally. But because I didn't start until 3:15... And, you know, I didn't actually start the game until like 3:05. I kind of lost half an hour of time. So, because of the whole direct thing. So that's why I decided to speed it up. Otherwise, I probably would have just let it go. Although, considering I've literally kind of run out of things to do, I don't think it's a bad thing that I've... that I've decided to do that. You, having fun there, big guy? Deja vu? Oh, you stopped as soon as I said it! Bloody Philistine. That was creepy. It's not the first time I've seen that. Occasionally their animation does just fail for some reason. Hi, pet. I can show you the world. And the creature's running at only at 15 frames per second or something. He really does skirt right... Oh no, look at that. He ever so slightly clips it. You prick. Pet. I will say, this is one way to get around. First time you get up here is always nice. It's a very nice way to get a good view of your area. I kind of wish you went over more of the world. I also didn't realize there was one of you up north, too. Maybe that's what it is. Like, one's male, one's female. They're both looking for each other, but they're both on opposite sides of the world. Be tragic if it weren't so funny. Ooh, 5 minutes, give or take. Oh, hey, Zatanno. Yes, I saw the direct. I won't spoil it here. But, yes, I saw the direct. It was fine, the direct itself. Pretty much everything I expected to show up showed up. And beyond that, there was literally nothing else of interest, so whatever. Spoil everything, Jagoff says. Well, considering I'm pretty sure everybody who's in the chat was here, it's not really a spoiler, is it? What did I build down here? I know I was trying to build... Oh, that's right. Yeah, I built the miners here, didn't I? I'd forgotten I built those. Prime 4 looks interesting. Yeah, Prime 4 looks really good. My only sort of question is, are we going to get like a version on Switch 1 and a version on Switch 2? That is my only... sort of question mark on that front. Because we could. We absolutely could. Oh, so close. Come on, we got 7. That's like, what, 3.5 minutes? I mean, it's not the first time they've done that with Samus. I mean, don't forget, in Samus Returns and in, Metroid 5, we got Samus having special powers. I know they were Aeon powers, but my guess is it's probably something along a similar sort of vein. I just said, I'm not going to talk about it too much because, you know, we've already had the direct discussion. But I do hope we get some really good fun stuff. The thing they showed off with it looked great fun. Just, like, really fun to mess around with. But I guess we'll see. Ah, we're so close. Only 5 away. Come on. Come on. Well, yeah, I mean, that happened right at the end of Dread, though. And this isn't a sequel to Dread. This is a sequel to Prime 3, which is set between Metroid 1 and 2. So that hasn't happened in the series yet. That'll be for the inevitable Metroid 6, which we will get eventually, I hope. I am wondering what Mercury's team is going to be working on right now, because Samus Returns was good, if flawed, game. Some of its flaws come from the fact it was on the 3DS, and some of its flaws come from the fact it was a remake of Metroid 2, which is, at least mechanically, one of the rougher ones, because it's all about exterminating the Metroids and whatnot. So, you know, Metroid 6, you know, then we got Dread, Metroid 5, which was definitely a big step in the right direction. Again, not perfect, but definitely good enough. You know, an absolutely solid, really, really good game. Dread perfected Metroid Samus Returns with everything polished. Yeah, I would say Dread took the formula they started in Samus Returns and took off all the rough edges. Absolutely agree on that. Again, not 100% a perfect game, but bloody close. And questionably the best 2D Metroid game? Like, it kind of is that good. It really is. Oh, 1 minute left. A Super Metroid remake. You see, that's what I want. A Super Metroid remake in the Dread engine would be... That would literally be perfect. Like, I am pretty sure Mercury Steam could pull it off. I remember in the run-up to Dread, so many people were saying that Mercury Steam just didn't know how to make a Metroid game. Because, their only guide was, Samus Returns. And Samus Returns is... Because it's Metroid 2, it's kind of the wonkiest of the Metroid games. A remake of Super Metroid would be a big gamble. It would be a gamble, but I think it's a gamble worth taking. Because, I know Super Metroid is the fan favorite, but it's also the only early Metroid game that hasn't had a remake yet. And I would say that it is definitely the one that needs it. Because, we had Metroid 1, got remade into Zero Mission, which stripped off all of the jank of the original Metroid. We've had Metroid 2, Return Samus Returns, which again, started the whole new sort of wave of 2D Metroid. So I think a remake of Super Metroid in the Dread style could really work well. I legitimately think they could pull that off. And I would genuinely rather them do that than to just jump straight into Metroid 6. Now, if they do a Metroid 6, I won't say no. But I want a remake of Super Metroid. Just a personal thing. Also, hello to Mr. On. Hello. Right, grab all of that. Tell you what I'm going to do real quick. Actually, nah, I'll leave it. Well, once again, as much as I want it to be cloudy, it is never cloudy when I'm on a day like this. How would the Crystal Flash work in the remake of Metroid 3? Well, I mean, they'd redesign the map so that it would work. You'd make the game around the systems. I mean, they could just not include them. They could not have the Aeon abilities in a remake of 3. I mean, it is. If you think about it, it sort of makes sense because they've already got the model for Kraid. So, it's kind of like, well, sort of that particular bit of the job is already done. And I'm sure they could do a Ridley thing because they technically had the model for Ridley in Samus Returns, which they could then tweak to make it look like old school Ridley, which technically the one in Samus Returns is old school Ridley, isn't it? I forget which Ridley's which and when and this, that, the other, but yeah, so it is a thing. I feel like the pieces are there for a remake of Metroid 3 in the Dread engine. I think they could do it. It's whether they will or not. Will Nintendo do that? I don't know. They might not. I really, really, really have no idea. But, okay, well, rather ironic you showing up right now, Mr. On, because I think I'm literally about to end the game. I don't know what to expect when I input these last batch of things, so, let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Yep.
Unsurprisingly, here's another presentation, but don't worry, I have improved it. This last delivery will be the most important action you have ever taken. Perhaps you want to take a moment to contemplate the gravity of your achievements. Alright, that's enough. This is the end of the Save the Day program. All you need to do is wait for the automated Phase 5 construction to complete. Simply throw the lever and further instructions will be supplied when relevant.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what then, if we're going to do that. I think that's the game's very subtle way of saying, hey, throw that lever and you're into endgame. Or whatever passes for it. Crystal Flash was the... Oh yeah, the Crystal Flash was that one. What am I thinking of then? What was the move in Dread that had something flash? Isn't there a move in Dread that was called like something flash? But I mean, they could do the beam combos. That was the thing. Alright, here we go. Got Clunk. Was it Flash Shift? I knew it was something like that. And... Whomp.
Phase 5 completed. Return to the space elevator after the resources have been processed and added to Project Assembly. Launch can then be initiated from there. While waiting, please do not break anything. Solve any issues immediately and efficiently. Ensure your power network is stable. Perhaps it is best if you do not touch anything at all. And stay close to the space elevator. This will only take a moment.
Is that it? I guess that was it. Didn't really build a lot, did it? Ooh, hello. Ooh, what's this? Current instructions, check oil. Ooh, oil checked. Set fuel injection level to 5. Activate bus 1. Bus B1. Left stabilizer to 9. Right stabilizer to 4. Turn gyroscopic balancer X on. Y. And Z. Launch Project Assembly.
Initiating Project Assembly. Assembly. Attaching cargo to main body.
Spinning is so much cooler than not spinning. Not now!
Leveling inner and outer rings. Attaching propulsion to main body.
Ooh. It is very impressive.
Fuel lines connected. Attaching control center to main body. Running systems check. All systems online. Releasing propulsion cage.
Ooh.
Releasing clamps. Running pre-launch checks and calculating flight path. Locking in cargo. Launch in T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
Woo. Oh, right, I got it. I mean, that's one way to do it. The whole thing is that we were building a ship and the cargo that went on the ship. Ooh, it's pretty. Where you going? What the hell? Whoa. That, yeah, well, yeah, okay. That's a bit big. I guess we did add warp technology to it, didn't we? Wow. That was actually quite impressive. Now what? Ooh, it's closing back up again. Oop.
Connection with QAR-437 nucleus established and stable. Dispersion initiated. Reinstancing master nucleus to QAR-436 Akicha, B1. Hello, this is Ada, your new local instance of Ada. On behalf of Ada, myself, and all of Fixit, I want to congratulate you on saving the day. Every single kitten and puppy would thank you if they could. You have proven yourself to be a worthwhile and productive member of the human race, and have contributed something to this universe that will forever change it. Thanks to your achievements, the next generation of pioneers can now take to the stars and construct, automate, explore and exploit, alongside me. Additionally, you have been promoted to local production manager, effective immediately. Your duties to project assembly may be complete, but your duties to Fixit remain. With your help, Fixit continues to make the universe a better place. Stay efficient, stay with Fixit.
Well, okay. Oh. We're getting the credits as a sidebar? I mean, that was a very impressive ending. Like, I didn't quite realize that we were building a ship in the middle of that thing until it was, like, all separated off. And I was like, oh, that kind of looks like a ship. Oh, it's a ship. Right, okay. And then it kind of built a wormhole. I'm not sure why the edge of the wormhole seemed to have grid lines on it. That has implications I'm not sure I really want to touch upon, but okay. And then I guess that zipped back to wherever the hell it was zipping off to. I really do wonder, and it's something I've been running around in my head for a while now in this game. Is Ada like some kind of master control artificial intelligence that is essentially enslaved the human race to expand into the entire galaxy? Because I'm really getting that vibe from this now. It's more like, you know, this has never been about saving Earth and humanity. This has always been about Ada wanting to explore further, and she just utilizes the occasional human just to get the job done. because motivating a human to do it is probably better than robots that could break down or something, I guess. That's weird. But I do wonder if that's like maybe supposed to be like an underlying thing, and like the whole fix it and save the day is something she just makes up. I have been wondering that for a while. Also, additional question, what about the aliens? Like, what about the alien intelligence within the immersive spheres and the summer sloops? What happened there? Because they were talking, and they were communicating, and they worked out how to communicate without having me do it first, which is fine. Kinda. I feel like that's a plot thread they've kind of left dangling. What? What? I've been saying that a lot today. Okay, well, yeah, that's, that is indeed a thing. So, I guess that's it. Really, the credits are rolling, and we're at the end of the game. Technically speaking, we're still playing. Like, we're still here. But I guess the game has just kind of stopped. Yeah, I feel like okay, we've got the phases done, but I feel like there should be more to do with the alien stuff, because they have not resolved that particular plot beat. I mean, maybe it was never supposed to be resolved. Maybe the whole point is it's just incentivizes you to go out there and collect the things, which I suppose it could be. It could be just an incentive to go out there and find the Summers Loops and Mercer Spheres. It's kind of like a, hey, learn more about what's going on here by doing that. Maybe? Strange. You'd think that would be something. You'd think it would be. I guess that's it, huh? A little bit lackluster, I guess. Yeah. That's it. Pioneer purpose concluded. So I guess now I'm just stuck here forever. I mean, it was very impressive. I was very impressed. It was a very neat little thing, but I mean, it was, you know, it's basically just a still image. Shh. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we've done everything. There you have it. That is it. That is Satisfactory. That's, huh. Yeah, well, I mean, it's alright. It's a perfectly fine ending, don't get me wrong. But, I feel like there are definitely plot beats they've left behind here. The alien one is the big one. And I really do feel like we're being lied to by Ada. Her passive-aggressive nature, I think it's supposed to be corporate. But I really do feel like there's a game theory or something waiting to happen here where there's like, yeah, Ada's lying to us. Humanity's probably nearly dead. And like, it's just her. It's just her getting us to help her spread her intelligence to every habitable planet. Or something like that. I could totally see that being a hidden narrative in this. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But there you have it. That is it. That is the end of Satisfactory. Ironically enough, an ending that is almost not satisfactory. The ending is fine, but I feel like they could have done more. And as I said, I do wonder, and I was saying this earlier, ironically enough, I do wonder if we're going to get DLC that may answer some of the questions we've got lingering here. Because, as I said, the alien thing is the big one. But there's probably a few other questions they could throw into. So, that's kind of... It's weird that they would just leave that. I feel like they really should have done something. But as I said, maybe that was never supposed to be the focus. Maybe that was always a thing of, yeah, we just put that in there because we kind of felt like we needed to. I mean, the game has never been big on plot. This is not quite at the same level as, say, a Subnautica, but it's always had hints of it. And if you have just enough of a hint that there's something going on between Ada and this alien intelligence, that's something that needs resolving. Sorry, I hate to keep harping on about it, but that's how it works. That's how plot works. If you start a plot, you must end a plot. That's how storytelling works. To everybody out there making analog horror, not analog horror, well, yes, analog horrors, but I'm thinking mascot horror games. If you start a plot, you must end a plot. It's kind of rule number 1 of writing. God. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, it's 5:05. You know what? I'm going to call it here, because I've already technically gone... I've been streaming for over 3 hours now, and I am definitely starting to feel it. Boy, howdy am I feeling it. Yeah, so there you have it. That is the end of Satisfactory. That was a nice thing at the end, like actually getting to see the ship fly off and everything like that. But yeah, they've left plot threads dangling, and I don't like that. And I always hate it when they leave plot threads dangling. What was the game? What was the game I played a little while back that did that? Oh, I can't remember. I have played several games over the years where there's just plot threads just left because the developer either ran out of time or just didn't care or something like that. But there have definitely been games like that I've played over the years. It always pisses me off. But, plot aside, I still think this is an absolutely fantastic fucking game. It is one of the best sort of factory building games. It really does rival sort of Factorio, and I prefer it because it is in 3D. I've always had more of a preference for 3D games over 2D games, at least in some of them anyway. So yeah, I think, generally speaking, this is a fantastic game. My biggest criticism in terms of gameplay is just how long it takes. You know, because we are now at... Hang on, we're about to have an autosave. We'll wait for the autosave to roll across, then I'll look at the time. But it was 165 hours when I looked at it earlier. So if it jumped over 166... Yeah, there you go. Literally, it's 166 and 1 minute. So, 166 hours to complete this game. Which is... It's a genuinely insane amount of time. My first playthrough of Elden Ring was 120 hours. This game is bigger than Elden Ring. Did the second sun just cease to exist then? I think it did. Fair enough. So yeah, honestly, it's a weird thing to say as a criticism of the game, but it's that thing of the game is so big and takes so long. Doing a second playthrough is going to feel like a chore. You know, because it is so much to do. Now, there are things you can do, like you can optimize it. I've learned a lot about the game doing this, and I now sort of know, okay, well, this needs to go with this, and this, if you want to be optimal, really needs to go over here, and kind of need to combine these two together because they're really big, and you don't want to have to do them separately. Like, I've learned a lot, and I definitely do think there is a lot I probably still have to learn. But generally speaking, I do like the game. Even as much time as it takes, I do still like the game. Don't get me wrong. Don't think I'm being critical here. This is not really that kind of criticism. It's more just a, oh god, it's so big kind of thing, you know. Oh, my voice is starting to go as well. I've been at this for over 3 hours now. Okay, so I am going to leave it there for today, and this is also the end of Satisfactory. So, yeah, all in all, fantastic game. Absolutely love it. Let's hope a couple of updates fix the plot holes. You never know. I genuinely don't know what the hell they're going to do in terms of updates for this game, but I'm sure they've got stuff planned. So I don't think I'm going to bring it back if there is a big update, unless it's a really fucking big update that like gives me something to actually do rather than just, oh, here's another vehicle, here's a few more buildings kind of thing. Like, if they decide to add in some big chunky content that does resolve the alien storyline, then fine, that I can see. But that would probably be the only thing that might bring me back, to stream it at least. I'll definitely still be playing it in my own time. Okay, so yes, that's it. That is it for Satisfactory. My god. My god. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this, and I will see you all whenever I next see ya. Take care out there, everybody. Bye-bye.